wherever you're as we go straight into it. I appreciate everyone for tuning in wherever you're at, if it's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatnot. Let's go for this wild ride, okay? And so what I have behind me is a nice little opener to start us up. We're going to talk about companies that have been so awesome to work with this season, as well as look at this, the song we're using. It's Guerilla Sax. My name is Daniel James from DJM.Design, and yeah, we've got a web marketing company that focuses on design, so sales psychology, and we just enjoy that process with clients. We do podcasts and shoots and stuff like that. And so we'll talk about merchandise, we'll talk about marketing with flyers, with postcards, with door-to-door, with phone calls, and what is actually working, guerrilla marketing, and what is that, and you know, how can we tap into it. So I'd like to start with just the client successes that we've seen and kind of how it's been such a fun process. So the first client here that I like to talk about is Good Old Boys. They're a CBD company that focuses on the top of the line strain of CBD products. And so we'll talk about some of the tactics they use. And for the most part, it's e-commerce. You have a chat bot here that has been working. It comes with like Facebook, so you can chat and get coupon codes and interact with that. I believe the integration we use is called Chat Fuel for that one. Super powerful technology. The ADA credits, this marketing works because you get a credit off every year. Highly powerful if you're trying to boost your web presence with some stuff. You can see it blocks out just different areas of a website so that people who have accessibility problems can utilize it. Legally, they are protected as well through this. Showing your reviews as social proof, always a good way to do it. Having your products right on top. Social media with email marketing has to be very customer specific when it comes to doing this. Their blogs are also, I would say, a form of guerrilla marketing that is working, in the sense that they take time, and we take time to really build out a powerful blog each time we run through the process with them. So I'm going to move on to this next piece here. Another client is Leading Edge Electric. They are really, there goes Manny the Mannequin's glasses. Cheers, buddy. They're electricians that service different service areas in residential. And something that worked really well with them is a Cities We Serve page, as well as this Trust Mary reviews. So Stefan, my project manager, set this up. These reviews actually show up. They come from Google, but they show up throughout the web on search results. The Cities We Serve is a type of tactic to really hone down on, okay, what are my areas that I service? How do I want to amplify that and make sure to focus on closing deals within those different markets. So I'm going to pull up this other thing on this side too. Just give me 1 second. Lots of tabs here. Oh, you know what? It's my TikTok studio. Okay, let's hit record on that one. A little bit delayed there. So that's an interesting tactic. You can see the ADAs there. Special thanks to Some Like It Hot Wyoming, a tanning company that their guerrilla tactic is they use hot sauce and videos and things like that. So the hot sauce and the tanning intermingle to elevate their brand to what they're trying to achieve. So that's a really good one. Let me go over here. Tanning intermingle. So you can see how we're very web related with a lot of our services. So I'm going to go one up. And let's quickly look at this next one. So we did a little pod session with them. They get a lot of interaction through something that is text marketing. So you can tell your customers to really engage with you by sending a text phrase, and therefore they subscribe to a text messaging service and interact with you on that kind of basis. And we use slick text to get that right. So that's another tactic that's been kind of driving results for them. Consolidated Resources, big shout out to you guys for this new web build. We migrated from one web platform to another, and they're just really old school but hands-on on their projects so that they can bring good customer service. And the tactics that I've seen him use are on LinkedIn, and my goodness, LinkedIn is so powerful, even to the point that posting personal stories and things definitely help, because it's like, okay, you like to go hunting, or I personally like cigars and tequila, for example. You can talk about that stuff and people on a professional level will engage. So a lot of fun. Oh, and this Christmas sweater was inspired by my wife. She saw it and got it because her family grew up with wiener dogs, and some of them survived, some of them have kind of moved on to the family. So this is in memory of Bliss, my wife's favorite dog. But yeah, my family roofers just coming on board here. What's really nice about Brian and his team is they're so local and understand marketing pretty in depth. And I mean, if you look at how they're wording things on their website, it's built like a funnel. It's built like a landing sales page, and what's good about this is you see their rewards, you see like how everything is designed. The owner himself has a marketing background and just knows how to tie video and everything into that. So big ups to Family Roofers. You guys are a great client this year. Been appreciating the work on that. Car dealerships. So once again, also doing video and things like that. We have two call it. This one is Highline Motors. They're in Loveland. A full-blown attack on, let's say, Facebook ads is really good here, as well as Google ads, but you need a lot of assets. So if you look at their YouTube channel, I think I have it open somewhere. Let's go to Highline Motors Loveland. So SEO on video happens a lot quicker than SEO on a website. So when you post videos, your SEO ranking comes up, and not only that, you get 3 minutes more engagement time. A usual website only produces like 1 minute of engaged time, where a video pulls the audience in, engages them for 3 minutes. Always remember that. Check out all these great videos that were produced. You can just see how like they're so local, and we do fun things, like we did a shot of like a Lotus, for example, and using drones. Special thanks to Seth Bunting at One Way for our drone shots. Just freaking out of this world beautiful. Okay. And like we try and bring production to that level that makes sense for each client. Next big shout out, we did speak about Good Old Boys. We spoke about Leading Edge. Let's talk about, here's a tactic. What are parallel markets that work with yours? So tax filing with a car dealership. So this is a guerrilla tactic. You can file your taxes and get instantly approved for any vehicle you want on their lot. That is game-changing way of, it's a game-changing way of marketing. It's a game-changing way of thinking. Your vendors, those really do work super well. I've seen like our vendor leads increase year over year over year. So tie into your vendors, make sure that you're paralleling markets to grow your business. It's worth it. So yeah, file your W2, get a vehicle. Adventure Realty, very cool header video that they got rolling. Caitlin and Sal are like such dynamic real estate agents that you want to work with them, right? And not only that, they have taken their hobby and fused it into their business. They are enduro experts, and so they have another company called Adventure Host. And just remember, like when we work on these websites, we work on with these clients, it's a deep dive. Every single month we're looking at, can we do blogs? Can we do backlinking? Can we do loading speeds? Because those are like some of the three things: quality, loading speed, articles that point back to you. The higher those rankings are, the better. We use a tool called Ahrefs to check authority. And like if you put in our website, like we do what we say. Like that's what makes us different. We come into a business and we get our own backlinks for ourselves. We get our backlinks for different clients, and those links are like articles, like Yelp, Forbes. Think big, like New York Times. If they point to your website, they're elevating you as a brand, and then you can go in and actually remove bad links that pull your brand down. So super fun. Build Trite Signs, look at them. They've got an animation uh, on their homepage. Very cheesy, and I'll kind of show you from this screen over here. But my goodness, like people compliment them on this website all the time. We use diagonals, we use funky little methods to bring and elevate this website to life. Special thanks to Stefan, my project manager, for helping us on this one. Land One, okay, these guys are, they do all kinds of different things in the construction realm. What's nice, the way that they've broken the mold on guerrilla marketing is just being local. I think they partner a lot with like Roche Construction and stuff like that. They're in the same building. Big construction company down here in Guerilla. This is a new one, a new drop, fresh to depth, remodelize, home remodeling. We thought, okay, how do we change the look for home remodeling? And we decided the best thing to do is to stick with soft pastel colors that are cream and green and that are different than everyone else in the home space, but then breaking the mold with red and like maroon colors. And the owners love it. They're launching here in January. The concept is they show up to your house with the showroom in a van, and you pick the pieces for your house, check against your wall, does this color look good, does it feel good, how's this tile on my foot, right? And then you get a foot massage or something in the van. So it's mobile remodeling, and they're just so good at what they do. Like if you see Lewis's work, it will blow your mind. And look how we use elements that you don't see on other websites to just create like these 3D effects. Once again, the city page. Taylor Home Partners. Okay, this is a hard market. So when you're dealing with B2C, business to consumer, it's pretty easy to market and get a lot of results when it comes to marketing. When it's homes in the market that's struggling, you have to get so out of your box to get the right clients. And that's where John Taylor and his team, have all the respect for them. Not only do they work hard, they're accumulating listings. So step number one is just own the market. And then they partner with home builders. He's partnered with so many different companies and done so many social media videos to get to where he's at today. And they're selling houses. Go look at his LinkedIn profile. Selling properties, selling properties, selling properties. Next up, big thanks to Breeze3 for being a video sponsor this year on our podcast. We had like a nice spot for them, and Wade, the marketing manager, they do something really fun this time of the year. They do a BOGO, so you buy a membership and you can share one with someone, like a clean, for example. So he's also using these good taglines with billboards, and a billboard works because where do you see them? When you're driving. We did some work with logo design on Zoe's Cafe, Ben Fusco and Fusco Pizza. We did a collab with that. We've always been working with DriveWise. The way that they stand out is just how efficient their credit system is, how easily they can get people approved, and being like accessible for clients with a lot of inventory. That's good, really good inventory. They also hack the system with some Spanish type advertising that we do. I think we had like a 500% gross conversion rate with them. So in our AI workshop, we spoke about that, and it was so amazing to see that from like, let's say $8,000 spent, it was over 100,000 something in revenue. So, and that's gross revenue. So there's still sales costs, to take it with a grain of salt. Smoking Bros Barbecue, big shout out to you guys. They took a food truck, made it successful, ended up in Evans, Colorado, and then they're now crushing it with their store here. They're getting awards. The way that they break the mold is just at how good their product is and how local they are to the market, where they're managing their Facebook reviews. Actually, their Facebook reviews launched them into the space of like where they're at right now. So yeah, these are all some of the tactics that I've been looking at. When it comes to, I'm going to quickly do a shout. Yeah, this is the final chance for everyone to finalize and get done with this promo that we're running. So we may do more of these, but it's a $1,000 giveaway to your next big idea on marketing. And so how does this work? The way it works is you can do a free entry on our Shopify store over here. It's a merch store. You can do one free entry, or you can buy a piece of merch like a sticker or a towel or a hat for a loved one, and then you get entered 10 points per dollar. So that's how this works. Super fun. We know how to do merch. We know how to do e-commerce. The hack with e-commerce, what I found, is just to have a lot of product that is searchable. And when you have that in front of people on TikTok Shop is booming right now. Like TikTok Shorts, if you can get on TikTok Shorts and keep driving that, you get a lot of likes, a lot of views. I mean, the more extreme, the better. And it relates to this one story I'll share in a bit, but not yet. So that's how the holiday gift works. You spend with us either in marketing, in service stuff, AI, automation. We have a lot of clients doing pipeline automation, and that's what we do this with. Getting listed on guest articles can really drive different needles. So 30% off merch, 30% off our workshops, 30% off of the content sponsorships. So if you're interested in being on the show, give us a holler. Check out the offerings that we got down here. But yeah, so it's the first time and the only time I think we're gonna have these at such a different premium rate. So $600 for our usual spot versus like the $1,000 one that we usually do for 7,000 view engagements. We get you a 30-second time slot, and then we push you on all our platforms. So yeah, moving on. The AI workshop includes a free entry as well. It's a free access. Once you're in there, there's like some of the tools that we use in AI that you can purchase and get involved with. Another guerrilla tactic that I like to talk about is if you're in a tough spot with a competitor, or you're in a tough spot just in general, my challenge to you is to use the Joshua technique. I've been reading this one and deep diving it, but if something is just causing you hassle and irritation, pray and walk around that thing 7 times. It sounds ridiculous, but it slows you down and gives you an opportunity to break through. And usually those things just move out of the way. So I had a situation where I needed to walk around something because my heart was competing against something. And what you learn is, having enemies close is not a bad thing, because you don't want to be like let's say the wheat that sticks up too high. They're going to chop it off, and you don't want to be just picked on like that. You want to move forward through life and do it the right way. Another way to combat, in marketing, you can you're putting yourself in the line of fire, so just be ready for it. The biggest tip with guerrilla type marketing is you are going to have to be okay with being embarrassed. You're going to be okay with being ridiculed, and maybe no one's seeing your post, things like that. Notice how I haven't talked a lot about social media, because it's such a grind. I don't prefer that strategy. Another story that's cool here is Esther was a Jewish wife to Persian King Xerxes. Mordecai was her mentor, and Haman was a guy who was trying to kill her and kill the Jewish people that were in that time. And it's just an amazing story on how you can be redeemed, and the Lord has your back, right? Push through the season. You got this. Inflation doesn't matter. Talking about a guerrilla strategy we realized with our maximizing AI workshop. Here's the behind the scenes deep dive. Look at this. So our Google CPC, our ads, got us 62 signups. We got 118 people sign up to the workshop. 24 did the free event registry. 15 people purchased a $99 ticket. And then we have people who are booking through my calendar. That's another way we got people to engage with our business. But what blew my mind with the workshop, and I'll show you this little slide over here. The biggest driver was flyers with a QR code, and it kind of looked like this, if it'll load for me. And I like sharing this little tip because it's good. Oh, there it is. Because it's I put up about 50 flyers in different local areas, and then also sent out a few, and then I had networked and gave people flyers with a QR code, and it looked like this. with the date and everything. And out of that, we got 24 different people signing up. Then following that was just kind of speaking at events, getting in front of people. That got me like another 20 people. And then there was the pop-up on our website, which drove people as well, because we get about 300 users on the website itself, sometimes more depending on the month. So yeah, don't be like this guy. Get your team to use different techniques to fund you forward, right? Self-fund yourself through marketing if you can. So we spoke about shorts. Look at, this is the deep dive on our channel. Let me go onto YouTube if it'll let me. So YouTube itself, we had 100,000 views and then 5,000 watch time. We had 62 subscribers this year. We just got out of YouTube jail a few months ago, where they shut our channel down because of a private video where we were rating an employee, and we were rating a freelancer, and they thought it was discrimination. There's a whole episode about it somewhere. But Matt Sharp's video, Getting Ambushed by Gypsies, got us 7,000 views naturally. And then there was like How to Sell Your Business. This one grew over a few months. So usually the topic determines the growth and how controversial it is, how engaging it is. Breeze Through, we had a promotion on that one. This one was Lost in Translation. Like, don't have boring content. It's not going to do anything for you. Put something flavorful, something spicy in there, culture or jokes or whatever. Okay, the last guerrilla tactic is the merchandise idea. So you do a giveaway with merchandise. And special thanks, I watched a video about LMCT Plus, which is a giveaway company, and it led me down this path. Then I bumped into a cousin of mine. He told me about this concept. Then I bumped into Top Shelf Printing and saw what these guys were doing, which is amazing. It's an enthusiast website. You buy this and then you get a car giveaway. So the bigger the giveaway, the more of an opportunity you have to have a full-blown successful campaign. And also do this one with a bit of caution. You need to get legal help. You also need to get people who can make sure that your terms of service and everything is compliant, because you have to have a free entry method. And their free entry method is a mailing postcard, and they make a ton of money. 8080 does the same type of thing, so pretty cool. And then your vendor partnerships, man. So we have a few vendor partnerships, and one of them got us 300 different leads this year alone, and probably 2 or 3 of them turning to deals. Powerful, amazing, fun. What are some failed guerrilla tactics we tried? So we tried domain flipping, and we bought about, let's see, big shout out to Madeline Kemi. She was the one who helped me with this project. She was an intern. We do like an intern games where 3 interns come, like the Hunger Games, and we see who can make it to the end. And one of them graduates and she got a job somewhere, and then she moved to another spot. But we have these different domains that are listed. They're built with websites and everything. That didn't work. We put backlinks with them. We did everything. It didn't work for the sole reason of domain flipping. It has to be like a 4-letter domain or really expensive domain that someone really wants, or it needs to be profitable already. And these are just junk. They're kind of expired. They lost their glamour, if you would say that. And then Facebook Marketplace, Facebook advertising. The place that you do this is, if you are going to advertise, make sure you advertise next to listings, next to places people are going to buy stuff. Other than that, you waste your dollars on Facebook because it's mostly scroll type engagement. And yeah, that's it. That's all we have today. We're going to wrap up this little show. Don't forget to check out that merch on that side. And thanks for watching the Money Brew show live. Before everything kind of changes, we're going to shift into into a whole new methodology of doing things. This is the AI dashboard on high level that we're doing. At the end of the workshop, you'll see we mentioned this, and it's private to only a certain group of clients. We had a few clients hop on this, and they've been loving kind of the way to build a funnel right in the spot, to email people, to book your calendar, to text people, phone people, build a pipeline. Like, we have a very fluid pipeline in this method, and we use a few different things to get clients there. But that is all included on this trial that we got running. So yeah, thanks so much for your support. You can find this at DJM.Design, like this, DJM.Design/AI. If you have any questions about guerrilla marketing, how to do it, what you've tried, I would love to hear it in the comments below. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. It really does push us all the way through, so that we can do things, fun stuff like the merch that we got rolling out, as well as uncover new tactics like from Sun Tzu. The best book for guerrilla marketing this year has to be this one in my hands. So if you haven't read it, it's $100 Million Leads by Alex Hormozi. I should have a link down in the description somewhere. It really changed how we were doing marketing this whole year. So thanks, Alex and the team. Watch his book launch. It is insane how he was able to drive value with a very soft sell, and he basically didn't ask for anything and just kind of closed it. He asked for like a couple of bucks. You bought a piece of merchandise, you got the book. The book was free, the shipping was not free. So yeah, just think psychologically, how can I help my clients? How do I bring more value to them in a respectful, fun way? Try not to be too pushy. I tend to be cheesy and push everything out there and try everything. But as an entrepreneur and as a person in business, just remember, it's all about relationships. The numbers are great, but ultimately I've had a fun time just serving everyone in every aspect that I could. And I work so many hours, we're at 15 to 20 hours on certain days, just to make what we're doing at DJM a success. So cheers, you guys. Have a good one. I'll see you.